Hey guys, it's Dr. Matt. I want to say hi. It's been a bit. It's safe to say that we've all gone through tectonic shifts in our lives over the last 3.5 months. I want to speak to my new emphasis and my new direction here at the Diamond Heart Dojo, this Facebook group. I also want to speak to the shift in my own personal career and where I'm headed. And hopefully some of you will join me on that path, and if not, I could certainly point you to some other resources. So, boy, what a time this is. What a time. Originally, when I started the Diamond Heart Dojo, it came as a function of a big crossroads that I had in my life. In 2018, I knew that it was time for me to let go of my practice in Charlotte. And while I have a great deal of gratitude for the work that I did and the experiences that I had, and mostly for what the practice members that were part of the Network Wellness Center of Charlotte taught me and gave Lynn and I the opportunity to be part of their lives and serve them, I'm really grateful for all that. I'm also really grateful for how I had to grow as a person through that process. But I also knew that sometimes there's expiration dates in our life, almost as if we had a soul contract. Yeah, and I use that word, just it's a word that works for me to help me create meaning and understanding. It was like my contract was up with that. So I transitioned the ownership of my old company to someone else, and I moved on. And the last 1.5 years have been really beautiful, powerful, incredibly challenging, heart-opening, and that was before COVID-19. Since March, it's been really clear to me that my heart's drive and my heart's purpose is to help teach and empower and catalyze health. When the Diamond Heart Dojo first started, I was moving more in a coaching model, which is to say I really wanted to coach people with a lot of the mind-body tools that I had with my training as a strategic intervention coach, to teach really people some of the profound ancient practices that I really have been using and teaching for about 28 years, and kind of create this very integral coaching model to help people express, probably discover and express their life purpose in a way that was congruent with their values, their deepest driving intrinsic impulses of value, while learning tools to really balance the mind and up-level their energy system. But I've changed direction, and that's why I wanted to give you this video. COVID-19 opened up a door for me. Now, this whole last year, I'd begun to go deep into my chiropractic roots of applied kinesiology, functional neurology, and functional nutrition, functional medicine, if you will. And, excuse me, I got a little message there. I wanted to go deep back into that. And when COVID hit, I had a burning desire inside to understand this virus, and moreover, to understand the internal milieu and environment of us and why some people got sick and why some people didn't. I don't mean to share this as bad news or some bad prognosis, but given the nature of climate change, of incredible rates of globalization and population explosion, I don't think COVID-19 will be an isolated experience. In fact, I think we'll see more of these. But I have a profound belief in the power of the human being, the human organism, to evolve and get better and get stronger and get healthier. So my pivot is this. I'm going full on into teaching and practicing again, but from a level of using basic sciences of biology, physiology, nutrition, immunology, and neurology to really understand the whole person. For those of you that knew me in Charlotte or came to my practice or knew me on my retreats that I did either usually in the Caribbean or the United States, you know I did this chiropractic that was largely informed by energy work. And while I think there's huge value to that, I realized as we go through this process with the unprecedented amount of stress and the unprecedented amount of toxicity and imbalance that most people have inside, a lot of times you could get the best energy work in the world, but if you don't have the internal structures to support it, it wouldn't help move the needle in someone's health. Now, they might have powerful state experiences and experience, energy or oneness or expanded or altered states of consciousness. And while I think that's really useful in certain contexts, I have gone back to the basics. And I wanted to work with clients in person to help them balance their body structure, their alignment, their biochemistry, inflammation, oxidation, balance the gut, balance food allergies, balance their energy system through the acupuncture meridian channels, and to really use kind of science-based, tested, evidence-based tools to help them release charged emotional stuff from previous traumas. And in a way, I'm shifting away from being a spiritual teacher or a personal coach, as it were. It's not that those aren't near and dear to my heart. Lord knows they always will be. But I have found some tools that you can learn from different organizations that are very inexpensive and very simple, and there are great teachers out there doing that. For me, I want to get back into the trenches and back into the basics of helping people move the needle of their health in really powerful ways. And I will be doing that through applied kinesiology, functional neurology, functional immunology, and functional medicine. So people can work with me one-on-one from anywhere around the world because I can order lab work anywhere. I think it's always better to be in person. Now, I don't see groups of people. If you came to my old practice, you'd often see me working with 50, 60, 70, sometimes 100 patients a day. I will never, ever, ever go back to that. I've changed, and this is better for me, it's better for my family, but it's also better for how I can empower individuals. So now I spend 30 to 60 minutes with a client. My first visit is 90 minutes, and that includes a full review of all your medical records and your labs and your x-rays and your MRIs to really get down to it. The fact is, if we don't have health in our structure and in our biochemistry and our emotions, there's not a lot that energy work or meditation can do for us because we don't have the internal structures to work with them. They can be part of a greater context of truly integral healthcare that leaves no part of the person behind. But I had to shift my emphasis. I had to go back to my roots. It's better for me. It allows me to really bring, I think, the best skills I have in the healthiest way for me to you. And I say it's better for me only because it really lights me up and I get really passionate about it. And I love seeing people who don't feel well, that are sick, that have unresolved health issues, chronic pain, chronic inflammation, and the number of ways that plays out. I love helping them and changing their family as a result. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up of where Diamond Heart Dojo was headed. You won't see a lot of philosophical meandering from me much anymore, or spiritual teaching. I think my own integrity is the best teacher. Your own integrity is the best teacher. To the extent that I'm in alignment on the deepest level with myself, or you are with yourself, there's always a transmission of that energy, and I feel that that energy is love. I feel that that is the divine potential of each human being. But in terms of coaching and of having an academy of training of mind, body, spirit, esoteric practices, won't be doing that. So this is really an academy of teaching you how to be the healthiest version of you possible, teaching you the basics of health so that we all can be empowered moving forward to a very different world. So thank you. I'm really grateful to be here. I'm really grateful if you're here, if you've watched this video, thank you. Thank you for taking a little extra time to listen to it. You can always contact me through Facebook Messenger, or you can contact me via email at dr.mattlyon@gmail.com. I wish you all the best and see you soon. By the way, my new website, drmattlyon.com, is being upgraded and revised. You can get a bit of what I'm doing on diamondheartdojo.com, and you can send me messages there as well. Have a beautiful day.